Hey everyone, Lena here. HyeMaiden, which stands for Armenian Maiden. The Hye means highest. That's saying hello, how are you to all my Armenians out there. Lebanese Armenian, 100%. Okay, so little backstory about me, if you know anyone wanted to know, but I kind of use my YouTube channel as more of like a video journal, like for my progress. I am trying to get better, stronger, healthier. I am physically disabled, so I was at this family gathering. I was 11 years old. My cousin noticed, hey, your shoulder blades don't look right. Immediately went to the doctor, got the x-ray, and it is literally a capital S. I have 2 curvatures, and they're already extremely progressing really fast. So it's scoliosis, kyphosis. Kyphosis is when it twists like a Twizzler or like a screw. The scoliosis is the S shape curved. Regular spine is 0 degrees. Mine was at 56 degrees off already, and within 3 months, when they had to immediately go in and fuse my spine, it was 63 degrees off already. So like within 3 months it progressed like 7 degrees. So they went in, they put 2 titanium rods, 12 screws, 2 pins, and fused me up. And that was 25 years ago, almost 25 years. I just turned 37 yesterday, the 3rd of July. And my surgery was August of 1999. And I have, I was living a normal life, worked from 16, but I couldn't work anymore up until I hit 25. And that was back in 2014, 2015. And my back just kept getting worse. It affected both my knees. A lot happened. I went through multiple relationships where I had to serve 2 different restraining orders. So I am a survivor of DV and SA, and yeah, I have like serious PTSD, severe anxiety, and doctors put me on medications and like antidepressants, and I had just gotten to my biggest back in 2019. I weighed 250 pounds, and I didn't realize that how big I got. And I was in a fog in my mind because I was like smoking on top of all of that, like with the antidepressants and vaping, and I just kept binge eating. So that's something I struggle with too. So I don't do that during the day at all. I stopped taking the antidepressants, and my mind has never been like clearer. Don't take things that are gonna make your mind, completely like mush, and where you can't think straight. And so I decided to do the intermittent fasting, bring down my portions, eat healthy, everything in balance though. And I dropped 90 pounds in 11 months. And it's just, a lot of people say it's hard, and it is. Like, it's not easy. you just have to find that will and the self-discipline that everyone can, you know, put forth. That, you know, like, I just would love if I can, you know, help motivate people, because I'm in a lot of pain. Like, I am in constant chronic pain, and I also struggle with, you know, mental issues, depression. I got a therapist for that. Talked to her for 2 years. And, you know, that's what you do. You get better and your mind strengthens. It's not the opposite, where therapists are just going to keep taking sessions and then you just, you know, you're not getting better. Instead, it's going backwards. What are you doing out there, therapists? What are you doing? Okay, like, or, you know, okay, just also, sorry. Also, you know, right after that, I had to get my gallbladder removed because I was so overweight, obese, you know, because it is a technical term and a medical technical term. I am actually still technically obese. I am over 40 pounds of what I'm, you know, naturally supposed to be. And I really struggle with so much pain. Like, it's constant. When I wake up, I want to scream, but I don't, because I've been living with this pain for, you know, 20 years. You know, it wasn't so bad in the beginning, but the past 15 years it progressed and got worse. So I am naturally supposed to be like 5'9", 5'10", because my legs are really long, and I have size 11 feet, and I got big hands. Like, I don't know how to, like, I don't know what to compare it with, but, you know, I have pretty big hands. Okay, so, but when I had my fusion surgery, they said I grew 2.5 inches. So I was 5'7" for almost 25 years. Okay. And recently I was measured at 5'6", and I was like, what? Because the 2.5 years ago now, my disc collapsed right under my fusion. So my L1 and L2 are doing this, and it is excruciating. And I shrank already, and I just turned 37. But that's what scoliosis, you know, it's the luck of the draw. I didn't ask to have scoliosis, you know. I didn't ask to have my spine fused, you know. I wish I could have had a career in, like, professional dancing. That's something I wish I could have done for my future and my life, and as a, you know, as a job, and something that would have made me so happy. But I can't even do that because I should be sitting up straight, and it just cracked right now. And I struggle with my body image too, like actual real body dysmorphia. Like, my torso is shorter than what it's supposed to be. Like, my legs are longer. So in my mind, I'm always thinking my body looks like an orange creamsicle. Okay? That's what I feel like my body looks like, an orange creamsicle. That's my body. That's my body dysmorphia. Okay? Like, I don't have an hourglass shape. You know, I am my right hip goes up 5 millimeters, my left goes down. So my left leg is shorter than my right leg. So I am working so hard right now to, drop all this excess weight so that I am in the least amount of pain that I can be, and strengthen all these muscles around my back and my legs. And, I wish I can, make a wish and, Fairy Kim Kardashian wish me a BBL and a chest lift, but no, I have to work hard. It is hard to, put the effort in, and I know it's easy to just give in and binge and eat and do all that, because I've been through that so many years, and it is definitely fun to do that and eat whatever you want, but what is that going to accomplish? Like, you have to find what makes you happy and what is going to keep you healthy for the long run, because my family has a lot of, genetic health issues. Once you get to a certain weight and your body can't handle certain things. My mom is type 2 diabetes. My dad, they both have high blood pressure. My dad, he has chronic lymphocytic leukemia right now, which is very scary. My mom is struggling with the type 2 diabetes, and that doesn't seem like fun at all. Unfortunately, I just lost my aunt to breast cancer as well. I hope she is resting peacefully, and she is with my brother. And my brother, I've been dealing with the grief of my brother. He was 37, and he was poisoned by fentanyl. Thanks to whoever let that in. Thank you. My brother is gone. So, trust me, I have all of the things on the list marked off. Like, I can give in any day to, to just eating food, not even caring, and I have before, but, my back is so bad where I am so thankful that I am not in a wheelchair right now, and I am trying to prevent from, being paralyzed from the waist down, because that is actually still a possibility for me, and I am trying so hard to prevent that, or any more surgeries either, more fusion. And I said, no, I'm gonna work hard, strengthen all the muscles and use the muscles as a brace. And that's, that's essentially what you have to do. And for my legs too, my knees are bad. I've had 2 surgeries in my right knee. I had torn meniscus twice in 2 different areas in my right knee, and I have half a meniscus left. So in the inside of my right knee is bone on bone. I mean, I go to get injections done, and none of them worked. None of them did anything. All the people that were going there for injections are at least over 60. And I'm here in my 30s, and I'm dealing with issues I should be having while I'm in my 60s, but I'm only in my 30s. But that's just the luck of the draw. What I call it is the scoliosis lottery. The lottery. Anyone can get it. Just like scoliosis, anyone can get it. But it also has to do with growth, and it's crazy how more common it is in females. It's less common in males, but it's more common in females. I think it has to do with our hips being wider. I don't know, maybe that's my guess, but I mean, I've only had it for 25 years, so what do I know? Yeah, you know, I just want to help people, you know, get the message out there in the universe. And, you know, I just want to tell people you can do this, you know? Like, I was stuck at 223 pounds the past year and a half, and then I started writing down my calories recently, and that was also a huge factor. And I still do intermittent fasting. I eat my meals from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I stay away from carbs. I stay away from anything processed. I definitely like cheat here and there, like maybe once a month or every 2 months, depending on like how much I've lost, and I kind of reward myself for when I've lost a certain amount of weight, you know, and it kind of resets everything. And you know, I dropped from 223 to I'm at 187 now. And you know, it is tough. And specifically with me, since it's hard for me to do physical activity, I have to rely mainly on my, you know, my diet and my food intake. And Ruby is barking at the fireworks. It's July 4th today, but I finally wanted to get on here. And, well, she wants to bark at the fireworks. No. So I wanted to get on here, and, you know, you're not alone. And if anyone needs help, any advice, because I know the struggles. You know, I am struggling, but every day it's a battle, and I am, you know, I want to win the war of this chronic pain, of this, you know, agony that I'm trying so hard to defeat. And that's only going to happen by, you know, applying yourself, and don't let anything, you know, distract you. Don't let the negativity of things distract you. And that I understand it's tough, and I am still, you know, I'm still struggling, but we're only human. But that's why, you know, God gave us our minds and our hearts, and the strength and the willpower and the self-discipline to actually respect our bodies, our organs, our mind, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys. And I am dealing with asthma as well. I quit smoking everything the moment I found out I had lung nodules in my right lung, and I was scared, so I immediately, you know, quit that. You know, I got my asthma because I gained 10 to 15 pounds, and that was, you know, that was very upsetting. So I have arthritis everywhere. My toes wiggle on their own because of my spine, and it's collapsing, and degenerative disc disease, fibromyalgia, you name it. I even have TMJ, which is arthritis of my jaw, so I'm grinding my teeth at night, but most people have that too. But yeah, arthritis everywhere already. yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's painful. And luckily, all my doctors, they have been, you know, they haven't denied me any medical care. I've been, you know, I'm on Medi-Cal over here in California, and I have never been turned away for being overweight. I do listen to my doctors, so most of the time. For my right knee, I had a recent fiasco, had to get a second opinion. So sometimes if they are being, if they aren't like being a straight shooter, which they should be, doctors need to be blunt. And that's what I appreciate about doctors, because other doctors will say stuff like, oh, just get surgery, get an injection, and just ignore the scan, because that's what happened to me. He didn't see the torn meniscus until 6 months later, so I had to get a second opinion. So normal stuff like that, of course, get a second opinion. But if the doctor is being, truthful and honest and being very helpful, as doctors should be, and not trying to just get their paycheck, that's what they went into practice for. That's why they want to help people. And, just, you got this. You can do this. Don't let people get in, the way of your health, your future, because you only get one body. You only get this one body you've been given, and you have to treat it with respect. You have to be good to your body and not put poison in it and not damage it, including your lungs. And I'm just, my lungs, and the breathing is hard for me because my rib cage does this, and the scoliosis affects my breathing, so it's rough, and it affects everything. So I totally understand. For people who have real disabilities that they did not ask to happen to them, like me, I didn't, yeah, I wanted to have a fulfilling life, which, I mean, I still am, I still can, and I still am trying to work towards having a fulfilling life, but it just sucks that I can't work or do what I'm passionate about. But I am passionate about being able to voice my experience to help other people with their disabilities, that they were born with. And sure, I wasn't born with scoliosis immediately, because it happens later on when your body is developing through puberty, and but stuff like that, not to where you made yourself disabled with certain medications or street medications, and you were a glutton, and that is a sin, and yeah, Christian here, so yeah, I was a glutton for sure. I definitely was. I mean, some days I still can be, but what I'm trying to say is, yeah, if you made yourself disabled, don't claim you're disabled when you put yourself in that position, when you yourself can use your noggin, and yeah, you can do this, okay? You can snap out of it and get to work, because if you are young And if you think you're doing okay, well, trust me, the years catch up. And if you want to live and live a long life, you gotta treat yourself right. And yeah, you just have to focus. Get a good therapist too. Don't try to be on antidepressants that are just gonna mess with your head. And yeah, you can do this. And Lena, I'm Lena. HyeMaiden. God bless and peace and love. Bye.